Hello, welcome to Healing with podcast. I am Marissa McDevitt, your host, mindset coach, mentor, and founder of Healing Center. Tired of all the BS? So was I. This podcast is my raw, unfiltered take on life, sharing my personal experiences, lessons, and healing practices that helped me break free from the cycles that no longer serve me. I'm just an average woman who decided to stop settling and start speaking up. Here we dive deep into the messy, beautiful, and sometimes painful realities of life, business, and relationships. No fluff, no judgment, just real talk, real growth, and real transformation. This is a safe space for anyone, women, men, and all the beauties in between. So who's ready to raise their standards, heal, and step into their power? Let's learn, grow, and evolve together. Now tune in and let's talk about it. Welcome back to Healing with podcast. Oh my gosh, what a day I have had already. First off, let's talk about everybody listening from Vietnam because you guys are killing it on my downloads, okay? You guys are downloading my episodes, you're listening, and I can see you on my end. So for all of you who are listening all over the world, okay, because I have a bunch of them on there, and like Brazil and South Africa, you are right below Vietnam with all your downloads, and obviously USA too. Please comment on my episodes because I am trying to figure out how the commenting exactly works. So if you guys can help me out, comment, like, share, but really comment because I'm trying to figure out how to comment back. And I need people to comment so I can comment back, right? I'm new to this, okay? We're learning. I was like totally zoomed in, ready to go today. And then I had like this weird noise in the background I could hear it, and it was driving me absolutely bonkers. And then I figured out what what's it called? A gain is on an interface doing all those things. And then today, I couldn't figure out how to work this mic, like to position it right. And then I realized that that's what this tool is for. Duh. So then I had to Allen wrench it, fix it to where I wanted it to make it look good, okay? And then on top of it, I got my new backdrop, okay? This is my new studio setup. I love it. All right. I love it. And I want some more of it. Yeah. I mean, look, it matches me, fits me, right? So, okay. So let's do this because now I'm actually going to start posting all my videos onto my YouTube channel. I have like, I don't know, how many ever podcast episodes I have, 30 something. I have that in storage on my computer. But I am now going to start posting it. Doesn't matter. 95% non-edited. Just post it. You love me or you don't. Take it or leave it. It is for you, my voice, my inspiration, my information, my blessings are for you or they're for not for you. And you just keep on going, okay? That's how we do it. Here we go. I got my little microphone all set up. I got my backdrop all set up. I got my nice little tree here I got all set up. I like this setup. It feels good, and I'm happy to be here. So not only am I posting everything on my YouTube channels, you guys, follow me, okay? So follow me on my YouTube channel is at Marissa McDevitt, Healing with MM. I don't know how it works, really. It says Healing with MM, but if you look at my handle, it's at Marissa McDevitt. Does that make sense? Cool. So same with my Instagram, my Facebook. So it's at Marissa McDevitt or Healing Center or at Healing Center. Healing Center is my healing center where I do Reiki sessions, I do workshops, I do in-person healings, and I do tarot readings. I do all the fun little things, okay? Also, if you're ever interested in a tarot reading, $10. $10 for a personal reading, okay? I do it for fun. It's awesome. So go on to any of my platforms and DM me, message me, comment. Hey, I want a reading. Hey, I want an in-person Reiki session. Hey, I want a distance Reiki session. If you don't know what Reiki is, if I haven't made a podcast episode yet about it, maybe I will. I probably haven't yet, so I will. All right. But today we're going to talk about perception. And the reason why is because everybody has different perceptions. So let's talk about the definition of perception, right? The definition of perception is the way we interpret, understand, and emotionally process people, situations, and experiences based on our own beliefs, experiences, trauma, emotions, and awareness. So, for example, if two people can experience the exact same situation, but they can perceive it completely different, right? Example, one person sees criticism as hate. Another person sees criticism as an opportunity to grow. Same situation, different perception. Okay? And that's the mindset that I have been switching into. So, another reason why I'm going to be posting all my videos, because I don't give a fuck anymore. Honestly, straight up. I'm going all in this May, and I'm putting myself out there, and I have no makeup on in some of them. My bed's in the background in some of them. I don't have this cute little studio set up. I'm probably crying in them. You name it. I probably said the F word too many times, or S word so many times, like shit. Or I probably said so many times, like who cares? Honestly, I'm just going to post them. A little scary. It's a little scary. And my excuse was like, oh, editing takes too long. And like all the other excuses I just said, So whatever. With that being said, get ready. So jump on my YouTube. Oh, something fun as well. Yes, I am the weirdo that has... what are these called? Paper planners. Yeah, I do. I have it on my Google Calendar. I have a calendar at my desk. I have a calendar with me. I carry this. Like when I travel, this goes with me. My physical writing. Because I have to write things down just the way it is for me. But what I wanted to tell you guys about. We're in May. Here we go. On May 18th. So next Monday, if you're listening to this, I am doing a free group call on my Zoom account. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about, who knows yet. All right. I have a idea, but you get to come on live with me. All right. So if you've been wondering about coaching with me or wondering how I am with people, all the things, bada bada boom boom, jump on a call with me May 18th. It's probably going to be around 5:30 Mountain Standard Time in the USA. So I don't know what that is for everybody in all the other countries. And I hope someone from Vietnam or South Africa or anybody who's listening jumps on from another country. Please jump on from another country. Let's meet. I'm just going to go over a little workshop and then I'll open up some Q&As and we'll get to talking. All right. So it's going to be probably about how to regulate writing a book, having a podcast, working a full-time bar job, running a spiritual business, and trying to show up for yourself every day. So regulating your nervous system, wearing all the hats, and how to handle it is essentially what we're going to talk about. So whether that's you're a parent, a mom, or a dad, whether, you're someone like me who has a vision and wants to start the business and is starting and sorry if you guys don't know. Yeah, I have this window that I look out. That's why I love creating in this space. There's a giant lizard that goes on my wall. And he just like zoom on the ground underneath the daybed there, which I have not seen before. So I get distracted sometimes. Okay, so back to the episode. Here we go. Next Monday, 5:30 p.m. Jump on with me, okay? Go onto my platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever platform you're on. Comment and say you want the Zoom link, and I will send it to you. Jump on with me. Let's meet each other. Let's talk. Okay. This is fun. I'm super excited for it. And this is for anybody. All right. Anybody who listens to my content, who listens to my podcast, join the Zoom next Monday. It's free. Now, I was also thinking about this because I'm like, all right, what's the difference between perception, right? If you're listening to this and you want to see my crazy expressions, jump on my YouTube channel. Watch me. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, what is the difference between open-mindedness versus perception? Because I'm like, I can kind of see how it's similar, right? Or the same, in my opinion. But they are both connected, but they are not the same. Okay? So perception is how you see something. It's your personal interpretation. For example, you ignored my text because you don't care about me. That is your perception. Okay? That's how you perceived it. Now, having an open mind is you're willing to consider other perspectives beyond your own. For example, maybe they weren't ignoring me. Maybe they were overwhelmed. Or maybe they're at work. Okay? Oh my God, there's the lizard. Okay, maybe you guys can see him. He just ran under again. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, squirrel brain. But it's not often you get to see the lizard. Oh my gosh, seriously, Marissa, get it together. You're live here. I'm sorry, you guys. Now you have to go on my YouTube and watch this video to see if you can see the lizard, which you probably couldn't have. And we're not going to talk about the lizard anymore. We're going to talk about open-mindedness and the difference. Okay, so did you understand that? So they're connected, but not the same. So perception is your personal interpretation, and having an open mind is the open-mindedness to like, it probably could be something other than your own, way of thinking. All right? So perception is how I see reality, and open-mindedness is my ability to understand another version of reality. And which is why coaches are great at what they do, because they have an open mind. Okay? And that is another reason why if you're listening to my channel, or you're listening to my podcast, you probably have an open mind, because I do talk about bizarre things like lizard people, reptilians, okay? Maybe we haven't gotten into that yet, but we will. So maybe that's why the lizard came out today. It's like, talk about the lizard people. We're not all bad. But are you? I'm just kidding. Okay, so have you ever wondered why someone treats people horribly? Cheats, lies, manipulates, or acts angry all the time? So what if behind every toxic action is an unhealed wound? Today we're talking about perception and understanding people without allowing them to destroy your peace, which is very important. So let's talk about people who hurt people. Now, here's an important fact, all right? Understanding someone's pain does not excuse their behavior for how they treat you or have treated you. And this is huge. So you can understand someone, feel compassion for them, and wish them healing without letting them back into your life, accepting abuse, or repeating the same cycles, as I see many people do. Like, oh, I understand why he does this and that and that, and that's why I keep getting back with him. And we break up and I keep getting back with him, and I break up and we keep getting back with him. And okay, stop that. Have a little self-worth and have some boundaries. Takes a lot. Okay, I understand. Honestly though, all right, like, for example, my old friend who was going through a very, very hard time and, mentally, and she was not doing good. And she started using substances like Adderall. Okay. And you know what's crazy is that, like, I've been talking to people, like, I haven't been talking to people because I don't have any friends. Just kidding. But seriously, when I'm at work, people talk. And my customers. And this customer was talking about how he used to be on 80 milligrams of Adderall a day. I guess that's a normal thing. That's what he said. I can't believe doctors are out there prescribing 80 milligrams of fucking Adderall a day, you guys. That is insane to the membrane. And he said he went insane to the membrane. Like, duh, of course you're going to go insane to the membrane. 80 milligrams of Adderall a day, it's meth. It's one molecule off of meth, you guys. You're so silly. So, whatever. And then it's very normal for people to take 40, 60 a day. But not everybody can handle it, you guys. People are going literally insane because you're giving them such high dosages of this drug that's made in a lab, federally regulated. And these doctors are prescribing these people all this Adderall because they can't handle their emotions. They don't know nervous system regulation. They don't want to talk about it. So let's take some Adderall. Let's take some drugs. Like, that's insane to me. And I get it. Like, people can't focus. Look at me. Maybe I need Adderall. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, though, like, come on. I just don't understand how people really think that is okay for your body. And people are not handling it right. They are literally going insane. People are literally going psychosis off of this stuff. I know it because it happened to my friend, okay? It is sad to see. So I can understand where they're coming from. I can understand maybe why she started taking it. I can understand why it's made her psychotic. I can understand that. I feel compassion. I love her. I wish the best for her, and I wish she can figure it out. And I wish them healing. However, she's cuckoo in the new and went cuckoo in the new. And I had to step away. I had to say, no, I can't have this friendship anymore. I'm gonna step away. I hope you get healing. I hope you go get the help that you need because you need it. Oh, you need it. But I don't want to be around this disaster. That's the Tower of Terror card that's happening because I got my own stuff I'm working on. I don't got time to sit here while you repeat the same cycles over and over and over again. What is that called? When you keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result or something, insanity, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's get back to it. Or for example, the, person that I was very, very close to and lived with for almost 3 years went cuckoo in the new because she got off her bipolar medicine, went cuckoo in the new and really went nasty and hurt me, went nasty and hurt her husband of 10 years and left him and took a bunch of money, never looked back. Nasty human being. Nasty human being. But was she always like that? No. When she was actually taking her bipolar meds, she was actually, I thought she was a loving person. And I got along with her very well. I actually considered her like a sister. But then she decided to stop taking her meds, went cuckoo in the new and became completely evil. Like evil, evil, evil. So, do I understand where that comes from? Yes, she had childhood trauma. She had extreme childhood trauma. I'm not going to get into it because it could be confidential. So much to the fact where I understand why she became the person that she is today. A terrible person. Because she's never gotten any help, never gotten any guidance, and had an enabling husband for 10 years that literally made her do nothing and let her just boom, 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 step on him like a freaking doormat. He let her step on him like a doormat. Loved it, actually. Now, when shit hit the fan and they all went cuckoo in the new, I said, bye, peace, love, and wubs. I'm out this cuckoo in a new place. So I left and I never looked back to the girl that hurt me, right? To the girl who went cuckoo in the new. Block, block, block party. Peace, love, and wubs, baby. All right? And do I have compassion? Yes, still, of course, because I know what she's going through internally. I've been there. I've had a rough upbringing, okay? I've had a great upbringing too, but I've had some rough patches that most kids never experience and, most people don't experience. Whatever. I get it. Life is hard. It's full of challenges. But I'm not an evil person from it. I am not an evil person from it. And that's the difference between them and us. is that we choose love and light over hate. Well, this happened to me in my childhood and I want everybody, and I'm a victim, and look at what happened to me because my life is so bad, and my childhood was this, and get over it. Get over it. That doesn't mean you get to be an evil person. Okay? That means you get to learn, take accountability for your shit, learn, and move on, and be a better person every single day. That's how you grow. That's how you overcome being that evil person and being out of that victim mode, right? So hopefully that makes sense. A little bit of stories there. Yeah. And again, that's helped me even at work, right? With my coworkers, is that I started realizing angry people usually aren't angry for no reason. They're overwhelmed, traumatized, scared, or just in survival mode. So when people come at me angry or sideways, I'm like, take a sideways out here, okay? I'm only in the good vibes. I like raising my vibration and my frequency. Vibration and my frequency. I love raising my vibration and my frequency. And you should do it too. You should do it too. And let me tell you why, all right? Because the positive side of perception is, for example, I had, right? When I first started, there was a coworker of mine, and she was there before me, obviously. And not everybody was nice to her. And I got along with her right away because I'm always open-minded, and I'm always coming from a human to human interaction with someone. Unless you're a bitch to me, then I will be a bitch to you, and I will not talk to you. So do not be a bitch to me. Because if you want to me, I will be a bitch to you and not talk to you. Okay? And I just came in with kindness. You know what I mean? And not only that, nobody was really nice to her, but I chose to be. Because I understand that. And nobody was nice to her because she wasn't really the strongest behind the bar yet. Okay? She didn't really have a lot of self-confidence yet. She wasn't really that great behind the bar. She didn't have a lot of experience like we've all had. We've all that been working there have had a lot of experience. She hasn't had that yet. And nobody thought to take the time to work with her. Talk her up. Show her certain things. Okay? Because that's what we do as a team when you are in a team situation. So what did I do? I started helping her. I started showing her certain things, and immediately I saw a shift in her. Coming to work, just standing more proud, talking more. Like the girl didn't even really speak much, and I'm not saying you have to be like me and blah, 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 because some people want me to be quiet sometimes. I get it. However, you showing up as you and your leadership and being nice to someone and helping them improve is amazing. And it literally is how we should live our life day to day to day to day. I try to show up every single day and serve my purpose to others, whether it's making my podcast, doing a YouTube video, or showing up to work in a positive mood. Because you guys, I see my coworkers more than anybody else I see. They are literally my family, whether you like it or not. They are literally my family. Okay? My work family. Who wants to show up to work in a shitty, grumpy mood every day? Nobody wants that. Okay, do you guys remember when I was talking about, and if you don't know, you can listen to it in a back episode, but I had a coworker when I first started who was freaking mean to me. She was so mean to me. She was really a bitch. She hated me for no reason. I literally did nothing to her, and what did I do? I stood my ground and I killed her with kindness for literally, it was probably almost 2 months. And for me, that's a lot. So I killed her with kindness. I would ignore her comments. I would ignore her energy because it was terrible energy. Meanwhile, granted, she was pregnant, okay? And I'm going to get into this. So she was pregnant and she was due within a month or two. So I don't know how pregnant people work, but I know they're emotional. And I was just like, you know what? She's pregnant. She's being a really nasty human to me for no reason. I do my job. I show up to work. I work hard. It is what it is. I kept killing her with kindness. Long story short, she goes to leave to have the baby, right? It's like her last day of work. She's due for her baby. She came upstairs to where we have 2 bars, downstairs and upstairs. And she came upstairs after her shift, out of her way, and she came and gave me a hug. Meanwhile, she barely talked to me. She always had an attitude towards me. She was just rude to me all the time. And towards the last week, she was kind of opening up a little bit. Her energy was a lot calmer, which was awesome. And I just kept staying in my neutral self. She came and gave me a hug. And it was a genuine hug, you guys. A genuine hug. And I almost started bursting in tears because I'm like, that is a person I knew was underneath the BITCH. I had an open mind this whole time. For 2 months, she freaking challenged me. And that's a lot for me, okay? That's how you know I've been doing the work. Ooh. Seriously, though, come on. 2 months of dealing with the BITCH, it's not fun. She gave me a hug, you guys. I almost started crying because I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, long story short, she came back to work and she was good. She was in her state. And I told her, listen, you were a BITCH. You were really evil to me. And I hated it. And I was not fun working with you. So you need to be nice to the new people that we're training. And she said, it was because I thought you were going to take my shifts away from me. Because you were new and I thought you were competition and you were going to take my shifts away from me. That's why I was mean. Okay? Prime example. She's coming from survival mode. She's being mean and evil to me for no reason. Just because she thinks I'm going to take her shifts, which never happened. Because she's about to have a baby and she really needed the money. She doesn't have support. She needs the money really bad. So much that she was evil to another person over money. Which I get. To an extent. Right? Because what did I say? You don't have to be evil to people. That is where I can't handle that stuff. I can't handle when you're evil or nasty to a human. I will literally peace, love, and wubs you out of my life. Because I'm not like that. But deep down, she was not like that. And still to this day, she is not like that. Thank God. That was just a time. But it's a prime example of having an open mind, saying, okay, I know that Like my perception is she's being a BITCH to me. What is her deal? She's just a BITCH. She's evil. I'm never going to be her friend. That wasn't my mindset. My mindset was like, okay, there is something going on internally, which was she was having a baby, but like something's going on at home. She's not happy at home. She's not happy with herself. She's not happy. She's stressed out. Something is going on. I don't know what it was, okay? It wasn't any of that. It was just simply that, what she thought, right? However, I knew it wasn't because of me. Because I show up in a positive attitude, in a loving energy. I try to show up all the time with that. And that's just a beautiful example, okay, of I knew that it wasn't coming. Like I knew there was something to the bigger picture, but I held my ground. And it did take 2 months. And that's crazy, right? So everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you let it happen. But you guys, you have to understand that we work together. So being a leader and being in my position of being a life coach, I understand that to be who I am, I need to lead by example, which in return goes back to my other coworker story, is that when I came in, everybody was not nice to her and I was nice to her. And I understand, I saw where she was struggling with certain things and I would help her. Okay? And she's the most kindest person ever. The most beautiful smile, great energy. She's just trying to work and make money just like I'm trying to work and make money, just like everybody else is trying to work and make money. And we're on a team, okay? We split the tips. So how, in my world, how do we make my coworker a better person and coworker so that we can all make more money? Because if you have one bad apple, it destroys your whole shift. And there goes all the money, and there goes all the chances of, everything. And then everybody's in a shit mood. So, anyways, fast forward. She's freaking badass now, okay? And not just because of me, because of her. But all I'm saying is that because I acknowledged her and because I showed up as myself, a strong person, loving, and I said, hey, here's the way I do things. Show me how you do things. Or, hey, I love the way you do that. I'm going to start doing that. We do that all the time with each other. Okay? It's so efficient. Like if I see someone do something efficiently that I don't do, I immediately it goes in my OCD head and I am like, that is what I do now with that task. All right? And it's so funny because I have someone at work that I admired and I looked up to when I started working there. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be like her. She's a badass bartender. I want to be like her. Okay? I want to shake the tins like this and I want to do this and do this. And like, she's like on the totem pole of the job, right? And I'm like, I want to be like her. How can I be like her? I want to be like her. So I would watch her energy. I would watch how she works. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's what my coworker was doing with me. And then she even said that. She's like, when I show up, I want to be like you on my shifts. And that just melted my heart because I'm like, oh my gosh, I never even knew like people were looking at me like that. And that is the perception, you guys. You are so powerful. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing. You don't know the impact that you're making. You have so much potential, endless possibilities of potential. So why not show up every day and show up your best self and lead by example? Because leading by example of a good human being coming from love and light is how we change the world. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay? And so that's what I literally try to do. This is an important segment. Compassion versus access. Interesting, right? So you can understand someone, pray for them, wish them healing, and root from them from afar without giving them access to hurt you again. This is called emotional maturity. Okay? That's huge. 5 ways you can use perception in your daily life. 1, better relationships. You stop taking everything so personally. 2, you're less angry. You realize people's actions are often projections of their own pain. 3, stronger boundaries. You can love people without saving them. Where's my chakra bell? You can love people without saving them. 4, more compassion. You become softer without becoming weaker. You become softer because you understand like they're going through something. 5, better communication. You begin asking, what happened to this person? Instead of saying, what is wrong with this person? Right? Because that's what I said at first with the baby mama. When my baby mama at work, when she was being a bitch to me, I was like, what is wrong with this person? And then the love and light hit me and I said, what is going on with this person? What has happened to this person for her to be so rude to me? Right? So again, better communication. Ask, what happened to this person instead of what is wrong with this person? It's huge. So understanding someone's pain explains behavior, but it does not excuse the behavior. And you can have compassion for someone while still protecting your peace. So a huge part of healing is becoming aware of your own perceptions, triggers, wounds, and emotional patterns. Most people are reacting from survival mode and they don't even realize it. So I want you to lean into and this is what I teach in my programs as well, is that I lean into mindset work, emotional awareness, healing, right? Trauma healing, childhood healing. We do nervous system regulation, and we work on our self-worth, because a lot of the people who let people step on them like a mat have no self-worth. The same people who keep going back and back and back and back to the same toxic relationship have no self-worth. It is what it is. Everyone is carrying something you know nothing about. So be kind. Be kind, but also protect your peace. The affirmation I want to end on is, I choose to see people with compassion, myself with honesty, and life through a perspective of growth, awareness, and peace. And with much love, have a beautiful day.